playing title now. Didn't do the animation. Rip.
Oh, you don't know that's it.
Yeah. Just guessing. And we are. Everybody's so surprised. We had a little bit of technical difficulty with our title animation, but we're getting there. Hope you enjoyed that.
I made it.
Welcome to Kick in the Door, everyone.
Boom.
We're at like episode 29 or something now.
I can't count that.
Hopefully you got to enjoy some of our previous episodes. We've been having some fun. We play D&D on the internet, but also at a table. You can see that everyone is actually next to each other. No one has been digitally mastered.
I might be.
Ouch. Gross.
Matt might be.
It touched me.
There's okay. So who would like to
Jesus.
All right.
He's there. I did it.
Who would like to catch the viewers up? What's been going on in this land of Alifor with these crazy adventures?
As in, like, just last episode?
Yeah.
No, the whole show.
I mean, I could probably do last episode, but I don't know if my memory goes any further back.
Give it a shot.
Okay, so last episode, we decided to help Scofa's sister retrieve her axes.
Yes.
We concluded that the residents would likely be guarded or trapped in case we should return. So we set up a heist. We fumbled our way through it and succeeded in retrieving the axes. And through sheer luck, Fender noticed that there was someone waiting for us. As we tried to make our escape back to the sanctuary in the sewers, we were attacked by an assassin.
Invisible assassin.
An invisible assassin. And through some creative use of magic, the assassin was made somewhat visible by a generous splashing of poo water by a mage hand. And the rest of the party contributed to causing massive damage to the assassin, and eventually killing blows landed that resulted in the assassin being exploded into tiny frozen bits.
It's true.
We retrieved the skull, returned to camp, shared this news, and are left with the question of what does this assassin know about us, and what other answers can we come up with?
Yes.
If I might add.
No, you may not.
Found there may be a code that can allow robots to share their free will powers. Have to collect the knowledge. It's south of DeepMind, Orcombe, Deepin Outpost, north of Everreach Mountains.
That's right.
And so I think
Zevver did impart that information to you.
Yeah.
Zebra?
Yeah, we spoke with Zebra.
I put a star next to it.
Is it Zebra or Zevin?
Zevver, sorry.
No, Zebra?
Yeah.
Zever the Tides. From Zevin.
Yeah, he has
'Cause
three
he's-
digitigrade legs, a human torso and right arm, a draconic left arm, long hair, red and gold, spinning eyes.
Yes. Comic left arm?
Draconic.
Mm-hmm.
So Z-E-V-E-R?
Oh, Z. I thought it was X.
That's a sound.
It's a silent X, yeah. So you guys, yeah, you guys made your way back to the hub
Right.
in the sewers,
Uh-huh.
where Zevver imparted that information to you.
Right. That's right.
The questions, Delwyn, that you have about the scepter.
Yes, and I had another question, not about the scepter, but like an arcana. Would we know of any items that would allow us to detect when we're being scryed?
That
Scrying is purely visual?
scrying is, if I remember correctly, it is. So this is something you might know with an arcana check. Either you or Sora. Although
I'm not.
it's a little above your pay grade because it's a higher level spell, but there's a possibility you'd know something.
10.
Okay. But after discussion with Malith and Zever, they come to the conclusion that scrying needs to focus on a person or a location. So, and typically it's the same person, someone that the caster has the most familiarity with.
Yes,
And that can be somewhat foiled with a spell which I think is in your grasp now called non-detection. No? It's not? I thought it was 3rd level.
Maybe 3rd level wizard.
Mm.
He's not a 3rd level wizard.
I'm wizard dish.
You're a wizard dish?
I'm a wizard dish.
But the key to that between Zever and Malith and their kind of underground thieves guild / rebellion, whatever you want to call it, they could probably get their hands on a scroll for that, and it would last. The casting, I believe, lasts 8 hours, so that would leave you a little more free to travel. If you could somehow put that in a book or something. And as far as the next step, though, would be to like figure out who to cast it on.
Well,
I'm assuming if he's seen the rest of us in a scry, he's got familiarity with all of us, even if it's only remotely.
yeah.
But
I mean, but if we had to choose one, he grabbed my sister, so I don't know why it would be me, but it
Yeah,
seems
because like I mean, and I had this thought because if he scryed on an area, so maybe he was scrying on his little hut or the cave thingy with the teleportation thing, whatever.
yeah.
Something set off, triggered him to look. He got a good look at all of us. So
Yeah. I did want to talk more to Zever. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
I think we were still in the midst of talking to him. I think at the end, I don't know. But anyways, go back in with the group. Or whoever wants to come.
So, okay,
Yeah.
no, go ahead. I'm sorry. I'll get to that after.
Okay. Yeah. So we are. I don't know. Really worried about this Exeter, and it seems kind of above our level of understanding and being able to control at this point. Your organization seems. I'm wondering how widespread are you? That my main concern is obviously he's attached to my family. I don't know.
The Chimera is in its infancy.
Yeah.
We'll say that. We are spreading out. We have found a few devotees, but it's really more about getting the word out now.
So I'm wondering if there's some kind of trade we could do. I mean, I'd like to find out more about what you're about. It seems like a good thing, but if you have resources to like protect our families, maybe in exchange we could, I don't know, spread the word or work. And maybe, I don't know. It seems like we're towards a similar goal.
I would say yes.
Yeah. Do you have reach into Brightfall, or is that a possibility? And I don't know. Does anybody else have family?
There was attempts early on to reach Brightfall, but
I mean, I think my sister is. I don't want to speak for her, but it sounds like she might be planning to go there.
yeah, you kind of made that clear that you thought that was best. So
that's my idea. But
you brought me around.
Okay.
Things are really hot here right now, and I don't know how I could continue my career that way.
well, I would feel better, definitely.
Right.
yeah,
and
between your sister and mine, they could protect our families.
Good.
And I can
All right.
stay in touch with them.
Yeah. Well, but maybe that could help be an in into Bright Fall. I don't know what was your. You said you tried to reach out there.
Yes, we sent word of our ideas, and I think perhaps things are too calm there when I first approached.
I think that's changed.
Yes, what you say, especially about the portal, is true. There are bound to be others that are curious about it, headed there. I imagine you were tight-lipped about this information, but word spreads.
Yeah, we told a few people. I mean, no one's in power, I guess, and knowledgeable.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we spread it around generally.
No, I think just
You told the mayor, Delwyn's sister,
The seer, there was a seer there,
right?
and then the upside down gnome guy, I think. Or dwarf, or
Yeah.
Dark
Danny.
Hunter.
Dark Under. Yeah.
His
Yeah.
magical kiss
Every time.
haunts me.
I mean, we definitely have connections there, so I don't know. Can you tell us more about what does your organization do, or what's your goals?
Uh,
I mean, obviously, it seems like civilization is pretty widespread. If there's some way to connect everybody together, there might be strength in that.
it sounded like their goals would be to stop things like that one with the underground fighting pits and
yes, we
no
have.
offense to fighting pits.
No, guys, just she like shrugs, like
Some offensive.
I just do it because I can get paid what I'm doing, what I'm good at. But back to the yes, Down Key is we've had sights on it for a while. It is current situation in here aside, the most troubling, I think.
Donkey.
Yes, the one I couldn't stay down there. I took Mo's back up.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's a tough one. I don't know if you necessarily even want to. I don't know. I mean, it is obviously
The
powerful
power
thing, but
structure is, I believe, the problem.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to change anytime soon.
Not without some drastic measures, unfortunately.
I'm in.
Well,
for what?
Or Chimera.
Chimera?
Chimera.
If we have a secret handshake symbol I can put on my cart to let.
No. Well, of sorts.
Pamphlets?
Maleth will put an arcane mark on you so we can identify each other.
Do you have like pamphlets we can pass out?
We do have the flyers that we've made.
Okay. So like, what is there more info on those?
It's really just the
Just them simple.
the kind of
Chimera.
propaganda poster that I sent you guys.
Well, why don't
Okay.
you? Well, you could just like add some info on the back there.
Well, I suppose
Strength, cunning,
that's all on the
togetherness.
poster.
Yeah, I mean, your main goal is to
Let's put on the poster.
I don't know, create order in the world, or peace, or
A stronger sense of
Community?
community. Yes.
I don't know. Well, that sounds good. Definitely feels like we're widespread.
It's like a community watch kind of program.
A bit, yes. Although things have been mostly calm for the last few years, there's a tension. I don't know if you felt it. Even in the most, how should I say, open communities, there's some budding unrest, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you heard any? We've heard rumors before about Foundry looking to expand and possibly using orc tribes to help take.
Yes. The best I could tell you about that is that I don't know if you know much about the orcs' history.
Little.
Right. I don't either, but as such.
I mean, I heard stories from my grandparents, but I don't really remember.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I don't know what's true.
They are looking to recreate a new order as well. At least largely out of their past was largely out of their control. And I think some of that information is just coming to them now. Some of their history is being revealed to them.
Really?
Yes.
Are you in touch?
That's something else that was turned up south of Deep Mind.
Oh, in the same space?
Yes.
Huh.
As I said, the information that would be interesting to Fender is in an old orc homestead, I suppose you'd call it.
Huh.
Yeah, I'm in favor of going and checking that out.
Yeah, I mean, so are you thinking orcs would be part of the community in the long run? I mean, they seem pretty warlock, but
Nomadic for sure. And they are fiercely defensive, but I wouldn't say they're overtly aggressive by nature.
well, what were they were expanding? Was it Omo?
They were raiding Umoa
Omo.
every few days.
Sorry, Matt. Omu. Let's see.
Oh, moo.
Wah, wah. That's the cow people. But no,
Sure.
they're a while back they were there was a group of them that was sighted north of Omaha.
Yeah, I remember we tried to track them down because we heard that they were expanding and raiding near Umoa.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I
And
wonder.
a lot of that was like third-hand information, second-hand, third-hand information.
Well,
But the captain of the guard at Omaha claimed to have seen it herself,
so you
at least from a distance.
Yeah. Zebra, you sound like you have information. Are you in contact with orcs, or you just kind of heard through the grapevine? Or?
I have my ear in various places. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, is there somewhere it would be good to try to contact if we wanted to create a relationship? I don't know.
Well, I don't
know if we're the best to do that, but
I think the problem is that the relationship's being created here, and it's not a healthy one. Maybe they're being fed information that isn't 100% true.
Through you think the council?
Likely.
Is there anybody good on the council? I mean, obviously that's a long-term goal, but get somebody.
I think you'll find that good and evil mean less here in Foundry.
And sorry to change gears, do you know of a place called the Blackfire Inn?
Rings a bell.
Because we heard, forgot from who, that Hexeter might meet his patron there. Was a semi-regular. Hexeter always met his patron here in Foundry at the Blackfire Inn.
Of course, yes.
Oh,
It's just towards the center of town. I don't know why that escapes me. Yeah, that's probably the largest, most popular tavern in Foundry.
So we could kind of blend in, I guess.
There are a good amount of crowds. If you,
I assume there's some secret back rooms or something you could use.
oh, for sure.
Yeah. Do you have any people there or in town that could help us move around a bit? I mean, we're kind of conspicuous, but
Actually, let's see.
Your medium friend has a grin on his face. I think maybe he has an idea.
If I could get eyes
You have 2 of them.
on it.
You have 2 eyes.
Yes, I do.
Earlier, you said he said he had ears in multiple places,
Mhm.
and I really wanted to interrupt you to say, "Oh, Fender looks at his face to see how many ears he sees." But
It's two. You see 2 ears.
do
we?
they look detachable or?
No, they don't look okay.
I won't be able to do it today, but
Like
if we
we
can
just
get
did.
eyes on the inn, I could put a sensor inside and kind of take a peek inside without actually going in.
oh,
How
Or-
small can Lady go?
The problem there being that, as a popular inn with the council, especially, they do have wards.
Would that prevent me using my familiar to see through its eyes if it was in there?
Once you're in, I think magic works.
We would both have to be in there.
But outside magic is somewhat deterred.
Somewhat. What if they broke a window?
Clever.
well, that seems risky, but it sounds like it's definitely worth checking out.
Was there a time frame?
I don't know.
Do you have any information on this Hector's whereabouts?
Well,
Somewhere.
I think wasn't he on the move last we heard?
That, and he was supposed to be meeting up with his patron to give a report, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So you think that might be here?
I think so.
That's I think back in Brightfall.
If you have information that says the Blackfire Inn, it is popular with those folk.
Kaya, anything? Did they mention anything about that? Or?
After a fight, I went there.
You went there once.
Yeah. Did they mention anything?
I don't know. Yeah, did that come up or anything? I guess not.
No, didn't you find some kind of notes or something?
Yeah, there's a letter, right?
Yeah.
We had that letter that talked about him reporting into his patron or something soon.
Right.
And the note I have here,
Well, that could have been all.
patron, semi-regular, always in Foundry, Blackfire Inn.
Well, I mean, that sounds like something we should do. I mean,
So I don't know if it just got missed in your notes, but
yeah.
when Kaya was captured, you guys found the notes when you freed her, and from the date of the last note where he said he was going to meet, like he said, I think I'm really close, blah blah blah. I'll meet you in. I believe I said he said we'll meet in 2 days as planned,
Oh,
and so that pretty much corresponds to today or tomorrow.
yeah, because we don't know when he wrote that, I guess.
Yeah.
And if that's the place they meet, I don't know what we'll do, but that may give us a clue on who his patron is.
Sure.
Maybe we could stake out the place. Do you know, would we have nearby sewers we might be able to?
I could get you
Or water.
close, very close.
Does someone own the Blackfire Inn? I mean, obviously somebody does, right?
Yes, of course.
Anybody on the council or?
Indeed.
Oh, okay. Which one?
The human, of course.
Okay.
Atris Halberdane.
Yeah, and he's the one that we he's connected with. Okay.
So maybe that is his. What was his specialty?
I didn't have anything on that.
Mostly he's just rich.
Metris, Everday?
Atris, Atris.
Well,
okay. Well, I mean,
maybe
I
we
guess
should.
it could be him. So if he owns the place, then that's not great.
Maybe we can do layers of disguise in case he's planning on scrying us again. Like maybe before we pop out of the sewers, we shuck like a wrapping cloak, so we're in different clothes. So if they're scrying on us, all he sees is kind of these us robed.
Yeah.
Because it only lasts for a certain amount of time, and then we can shuck those and kind of swap in between. Although we do stand out.
I can help somewhat there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, because Wadra can disguise two of us.
I'll let Mela speak. She claps her hands a little bit excitedly. She goes, blink of her, big single eye, and she goes, "Yes, I've been working on something. Would you like to see?"
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she kind of has a smaller tent over to the side of Zever's, and she brings you in where just stereotypical center of the thing is a big black steel pot, and it's steaming. And the smell is an odd kind of mixture of like sage and cinnamon, a little bit of mint, and even like a little bit of a citrusy tang to it as well. And she kind of excitedly kind of walks over to it, and she gets a kind of long, kind of curve-handled wooden ladle and kind of dips it into it. And she kind of brings up this. It looks kind of like reddish clay, although at the same time it's kind of semi-transparent. So it's I don't know, almost like liquid crystalline looking, but with like a earthy kind of tone as well. And then she kind of scoops it up and kind of balls it in her hand, and she says. Looks at Fender and she goes, "Quick, think of someone else." And then she like hucks it at your face. Who's the first person that comes to your mind?
I was just looking at the name. The mayor.
The mayor of Brightfall?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So almost as soon as the substance hits his face, it kind of just goes, and then it looks odd because it's on Fender's body.
Yeah.
But it looks realistic, except for like there's a slight almost plasticky kind of glisten to it. But it's very like if you hadn't just seen her throw it, you might not have noticed it.
Okay. So, but it just covers the face.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So if we use a cloak,
Mayor Fedorio.
And I changed my voice. Great to see you. Delwan, is that what it was?
Close enough.
well, yeah, that would be definitely helpful.
At the moment, I've gotten it to last between 1 and 2 hours.
Okay. Is there any side effects?
No,
Okay.
maybe a little bit of itching.
It's a good thing I can't itch.
Well, I mean, Dylan, I think that'd be perfect for you. Change your face, you'd be able to blend in.
I've never seen Hexit, right?
No, not in person anyway.
Okay.
This description of it.
Yeah. So if we have 2 people disguised and then use that for 2 people with cloaks, I guess.
I have enough for all 4 of you.
Yeah. But then we're limited, right? How long does the disguise self last?
An hour.
No. Okay, so it's about the same. I mean, assuming Wadri, you can continue to help us, I don't know. I mean, were you heading out of town? Or it seemed like you were when we ran into you.
Not many goblins in Foundry.
Yeah.
Mostly do work on outside.
Well, maybe you can start spreading the word. Take some of these pamphlets. If it sounds like a good thing to you.
I want family.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
I feel like I would have grabbed some piece of like random trash from Hexeter's base just to give to Wadger.
Sure. Yeah.
I feel like I would have done that.
That's cool. He would have appreciated that.
Well, I mean, I suppose I could look like a different half orc. At least then I wouldn't have to cover up everywhere.
Or Kindy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Half orc screwed.
Yeah.
Yeah, come
on.
Plenty of the Kindi around here.
Yeah, so that should be alright. And then Sora, I don't know. I guess you could wear a cloak and change your face.
Yeah.
And the same for Fender, I guess.
I'm the mayor.
Can you wear a cloak? Do you have like protrusions and stuff sticking out of your head? Or?
Well, Fender, he has those kind of like antenna fins, but he can fold them back.
Yeah.
No, I've seen other of your kind here.
I'm sure there are. Yeah.
Yeah, Dragonborn are super rare, but not so rare that like you would have never seen one in your life.
As long as the 4 of us aren't together, I think the combination would probably stick out.
And you can change color?
Um,
With the...
oh, yeah. I suppose that would work, wouldn't it?
Well, I think it's still just the face, right?
gloves and...
I would have to think of someone else with a different color.
Malith goes, I have enough currently for 7 doses.
Give us a chance to go check.
Yeah.
Do you have to throw it at us, or can we just put it on?
You can put it on.
Okay. All right. Well, that would be great. Yeah. 7 doses. Well, yeah. Let's give it a try. Why not? But Kaya, I think it might be best if you start heading out.
I guess. Zever kind of looks over towards her and goes, don't worry, I have, you've inspired me. I will send 1 or 2 people down with her. At least then she won't have to travel alone.
That would be good, yeah. Although, before you leave, Kaya, I still, I mean, main purpose I came here was to visit the graves.
Yeah.
Maybe we could do that before you leave.
Of course.
Did she give me my axe back?
No.
Cool. She got to pay me for it?
Maybe.
Oh, Gaia, were you going to give me my axe back?
Oh, you mean this one I'm wearing on my back?
Yeah.
The one that you gave to me?
I lent it to you, yeah.
Oh, I don't remember it. Of course I'm going to give it back here.
I mean, you can buy it. How bad do you want it?
Well, most of my expenses are going to moving now, so.
Okay, well, I'll have it. Maybe one day you can get it back.
That's all right.
Well, what time do we...
Pull it over on me.
Yeah. What time do we want to go to this place?
Growing axe.
What time of day is it now?
I don't know. It's like noon or something?
I believe so, yeah, it was around there.
Okay. Do we want to go at night, or do we want to scout it out during the day? I mean, I assume they're going to meet at night, but I don't know. Maybe not.
What time is it?
Be more of
Probably one. It's probably 1 or 2.
maybe we send one person in to check.
Yes, I mean I don't want to waste these things, but
Yeah, that's why
And
we
it's-
just send one person.
And
in
it
to
is
check.
winter now, so it gets dark a little bit earlier.
yeah, I'm just thinking there'd be more of a crowd at night to hide in, right?
And what does
The fox say.
the
Roll for what the
owner of the inn look like? The Blackfire Inn.
the owner,
The human guy.
not just
human?
Halberdane.
Yeah.
I will read the card. Atris Halberdane is a human, tall and muscular, handsome and blonde with deep blue eyes. He has a regal bearing. He dresses nearly always in finery and is seen with both men and women. He considers himself a skilled swordsman.
And it was Atris Halberdine.
Mm-hmm. Halberdane. Sorry, A-N-E. In common 21st century parlance, he might be considered a bro.
All right.
16th century, you said?
Hmm?
What century?
21st.
No, 21st. I thought you said like
Contemporary.
16th century. It's like. Because they did use bro, didn't they? Back then?
Brother, I don't know, maybe.
Listen, who is in.
Who would like to go in?
Sorcerer.
I don't know who's the best with words.
Sora shakes her head.
I believe that'd be you.
Our merchant is quite adept with words, I would think.
Well,
Just don't put on any shows in there.
We don't want to impose on him anymore. I think he's heading out.
No.
No.
Oh, our merchant.
Wadger like starts pointing all his thumbs at himself.
Yeah.
Me?
I'm
I'm a good merchant.
yeah.
Yes,
I mean,
yes
that
you
might
are.
be
Oh,
best.
Mo's there.
Go. Think my disguise will hold up.
Oh, speaking of
well.
Mose, Mose was taking a nap in Zebra's tent, and he like comes out. He's all kind of like sleepy eyed, and his mop of red hair is like kind of all pushed to one side,
Yeah.
almost as like a floof. And then he's like, "Okay, I'm ready. What are we doing? Where are we going?
Just getting ready for bed.
Okay,
You just right here would be good.
okay."
I'll
He's kinda
lead him back into the
sit. Okay. It looks like he was about to like just sit down right there, but then he leaned back into it.
All right. Well, if you want to do that, Wadger.
I could get him in his own tent. Says,
No, he's totally
says,
fine in yours.
I like to have my privacy when I'm sleeping.
Oh, sure. That's fine.
He's
Should we
super
leave him
fine.
for now, though? I don't want to.
I guess
Okay.
that's fine.
You can't pick him up?
I have a few things to do.
I don't want to.
I'll walk over.
Bring that along.
Yes.
No, I'm gonna go pick up
Oh.
the kid.
Oh, you go pick up Mose? Okay.
Like, what tent should we put him in?
Can you pick him up?
Two. If you see where Malus was, it's just two from that one.
Okay.
Here. And
It's like
just
it
to
was like a guest tent or whatever.
Yeah.
guess-
Sora has a 15 strength. Sora can pick up this child.
help with the disguise.
Fairly easy. I mean, it stirs a little because he was napping. I mean, he wasn't like fully asleep,
Yeah.
but like he's kind of yeah.
I'll throw a cloak over him like a bird.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and spend a few minutes, and I'm going to change Lady into a bat.
Ooh.
Nice.
Okay.
What's up
So
with that?
if it's seen Lady as an owl, that will kind of stick out. If that, but this way I can still send it to communicate with.
Nice. Sure. All right. Well, you're going to go in the middle of the day, though, right?
Yeah, might as well.
Okay.
Will I know when it's wearing off? You said I had 1 to 3 hours.
Ooh. There's a tingle.
And how much time after the tingle? Like, is there a tingle and it's gone?
A minute or so.
Is that the itchy part?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, well then while you're doing that, Roger, if you wouldn't mind before you leave, could you disguise my sister and I self so we could go see the graves and not be worried about being seen?
Oh.
I think
Okay.
an hour should be plenty of time.
Mm-hmm. Well, Roger will take you along the splish splush.
Oh, okay.
So that the magic will last long enough.
That'd be great. Sure. Yeah, we don't have to play it out. I just
Yeah.
want to do it for that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
You and Kaya share a solemn moment remembering your father
And mother and they're both.
Mhm. Right, but like she passed away. He kind of went
Right.
tragically.
Yeah.
Kaya on the way back, as she's kind of like gearing up to get her stuff ready to go down to Brightfall, she goes, so I know I'm acting like this is all whatever.
Yeah, me too.
But I understand. We're and I'm glad you told me about aunt and uncle.
Yeah.
If they're having a rough time, I definitely want to help.
Yeah, no, I think it definitely would help to. I think it would brighten up their day to see someone else.
I just I haven't been back in so long, and
yeah. Plus, yeah, I think that Elias would definitely like to see you. He's coming along as an artist. I think you might like what he's doing.
Good.
Maybe you can give him a little bit of guidance. I don't know.
Yeah.
That'd be good to do something with your hands besides hacking people to bits.
Right. Yeah. And reconnect with old friends too, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. No. That one sister did ask about you while we were there. So.
Yeah. Well, thanks for getting me out of there. I mean, I could have eventually gotten out, but
I'm sure you could have.
she was a little punch on the shoulder and
Yeah.
a hug, and then kind of packs up her stuff.
All right. Safe travels.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she leaves with
all of our goals.
Right.
That's what the hug was for. She's stolen.
Right. Tane actually goes with her.
Okay. That would be good.
And then there's another half goblin boy, like I don't know, he's like 16. It looks kind of like he like kind of looks mostly normal, but his goblin traits are more kind of frog-like. So he's kind of like puffed out eyes, very small ears, a wide mouth, and a very kind of receded hairline. And there's kind of skinny limbs and a thicker torso, but other than that, he probably could pass for human.
Okay.
His name is Nicholas.
Nicholas. Cool. Yeah. As she's leaving, I go, oh, can you take this tea? I meant to give it to him when I was there, but things got kind of busy. Yeah, maybe it'll help Uncle to I don't know. I tried it out. It kind of cleanses the system. Maybe it might help him out.
Okay.
Which tea is this?
Salto tea. I got it. I think it was in that. What was that town with the lake monster and all that?
Oh, Sifter's Folly.
Yeah, Citrus Valley.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I got it there.
Cool.
Yeah,
It cleans you right out.
it was supposed to be like healthy.
It's
Yeah.
very anti.
Detoxy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very detoxy.
Yeah, so it's like I got 2 weeks worth of it up, so
Cool.
hopefully that'll help him out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just grows all around the lake. And so we just pick it up ourselves.
Yeah, all around the shore.
Yeah.
Nice. Cool.
All right, shall I just go and do the initial scouting?
Yeah.
Burn the place down, I say, if you're there.
Well, maybe not first. Maybe get a drink first.
As we get close, before I throw on the
The fireball yet?
no, I used my thirds again already. I want to do comprehend languages before
Okay.
I go in,
Sure.
and I'm also going to activate the rod of detect, so I'll have that going when I first go in.
Mhm.
The comprehend doesn't require concentration. I'm
Okay.
assuming the rod
Yeah, that's just
would, just so I can kind of see like runes and protections, maybe.
sure. And so this is through the sewers.
Find an alley close by to.
Sure. You are led to a place just outside of the grate. Opens up not 20 feet from the Blackfire Inn itself, which is
It's not within 20 feet.
oh, it didn't. No, sorry, it is within 20 feet. So the Blackfire Inn itself is unlike most of the structures in Foundry, which are kind of repurposed, kind of large, like shipping crates, like steel shipping crates or whatever, or like barrels that have been fused together or whatever. This is all stone bricks. It is a tiered building, very much reminiscent of a ziggurat. It is a kind of triangular pyramid-like structure of stepped bricks with several levels, with a central kind of chimney coming through the top, and constant black and gray smoke billows from it. There are 3 entrances, kind of 2 side entrances and the main on the front. And it has, I'd say it probably has like 3 levels. The top 2, because of the way it's structured, are actually kind of like have built-in balconies or whatever, so you can look out over the rest of the town. And it is set up so you could actually climb to the very top, and there's a little place where like you could sit and have a meeting if you so desired, like right next to
And that's where Hexeter is.
the smoke and whatnot. And with the detect magic, kind of peeking out of the sewer grate, you can see several kind of powerful wards, just kind of emanating like a barrier just around the entire structure, almost in like a Tron-like grid.
Ooh.
You can see like flashing kind of abjuration kind of runes.
Is that protection?
All right. So I'm going to go in looking like the fisherman that we saved in
Oh, okay.
Sifter's Folly.
The guy you got to change his profession.
Figure he's nondescript,
Mostly, yeah.
human, so doubt that anybody would have paid attention or recognize him.
That's fair.
Except that man. Hexeter.
So you slap the clay on your face, which Maleth is called Doppler's clay.
Slap down your face. Big disgrace.
Make the bat pop out so it sees where the entrance was. So if I send it with like a little message,
Okay.
and I'm gonna actually pre-write a little message. Help.
Have that ready to go.
Yep.
Sure. Yeah, and you see, just as described, there's a number of people kind of outside each doorway, just kind of hanging out, talking.
So I've got the
Most
comprehend
of-
languages going. That'll last for an hour.
Yeah,
And I-
sure. Yeah, there's a number of different languages being spoken. Although with that, there would be some kind of like cue, like in your brain when someone's speaking a different language or whatever. But like you understand it all through magical means, of course. So you're approaching from the kind of eastern side,
Yeah.
from where you come up in the.
I try and go in whatever looks
Alley.
like the main entrance.
Okay. Oh, you're just going to go right around to the front.
Mhm.
Okay. So you
Not the right entrance.
you move around to the front.
Or if it's out in the open, I'll do a circuit around it just so I know what's around the place. As long
Sure.
as I'm not going like alleys and
No, it's got like a decent berth. Like, is that the right word? Around it of good, like the closest building to it is probably 40, 50 feet.
Oh.
So there's plenty of like places for like people to push a cart or like mill about or, and it is kind of like early evening, probably, I don't know, 4 or 5 now. The sun is just kind of coming down. So more and more people are starting to kind of show up at this tavern. And you do notice an entourage kind of standing outside the front
For the
entrance. They are all human, save for one Orkindi, who wears kind of a well-kept breastplate. And although his left arm is not cybered, it does appear to be like kind of a fine kind of mail arm piece, as well as a gauntlet attached, and that's well kept as well. There's a number of like studs and spikes sticking out of it, and he wears kind of a like a long, almost like a Roman skirt, but it goes past his knees, almost to his ankles, and very like fine foot wraps as well. He's there with a kind of a number of humans. You notice that the humans are all wearing a blue band kind of wrapped around their right elbow. And as you kind of relay that message back, Malith tells you that is a sign of Atris's kind of entourage, like servants.
Your Kindi, that's Radar, right?
Probably. Yeah.
It's likely. It sounds like him.
So you're relaying that back to us as you're going, or
I don't have any way to yet.
okay,
Oh.
you're just saying like later on.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
I guess because I'm assuming you're coming back before you guys head in,
Okay.
like for the
Yeah, I'll
the
do
heist.
walk around and then I let them know, and then I'll. All right, actually going in now.
Oh, okay.
In the inn.
In the inn. All right. So, give me
5.
this guy's check at advantage.
This guy's
Using
perception.
charisma.
Mhm.
19.
Cool. All right. So, like, you kind of steel your nerves, take a deep breath, and you walk in. The Luxor is the Egyptian themed hotel, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
There's a very Luxor feel to the inside of the tavern. Like no one's like dressed up like an Egyptian, but it's very kind of posh. There's like finery hanging everywhere. There is ayahuasca like lining the walls in like intricate, carefully curated patterns. For sure. There are robot guards nearly every 50 or 60 feet. Most of them are kind of stationary and looks like they're just kind of looking out for trouble. And you do hear a bit of a commotion up on the second level, which you can see because it's kind of tiered from the inside as well. So it's like a little bit open. They have like kind of steps that you can kind of go up to the second level, and then like there's like it's almost like a floating balcony each level. But inside obviously.
Like the Luxor.
And there's actually like a fist fight that are like people are like ooh kind of like going on up there right now.
I head up to the bar,
Mm-hmm.
grab a drink. So if I'm walking around, I have a drink. Looking for anybody I think might be actress. I'll also look for someone I think might be Hexeter.
Okay, give me a perception roll. 5. There's
Or 7.
There's a lot of sensory input going on here, and it's a little bit hard to focus.
Yeah, because you're understanding every single language being talked.
That's part of it.
And all the slot machines going on.
Right. There actually is like
Is it?
some not
Yeah.
slot machines, but
Okay.
there is a number of people like gambling and whatnot.
Taking craps on the table.
There's a
What's wrong?
there's
that what it's
there's
called?
actually a kind of a section like somewhat close to where you came in, off to the side. There's like a little step down into like a little like mini arena. So this hasn't come up maybe once. The method of kind of like long-term communication that people use between settlements are flying snakes.
Yeah.
You kind of tie a message to it, and
Yeah,
they
25 golden power.
they move pretty quickly. But it looks like some flying snakes have been kind of put in like a little, almost like kind of like a cockfighting like
Uh-huh.
cage, and like
Ooh.
kind of prodded at to like kind of bite at each other.
Messed up.
And there are people betting on it.
Can't believe that you would do that.
How many robot guards?
On the first level, probably 6 or 7.
Ooh. And do I see the entrances? Like ways to the outside, or
Yeah, you can see them.
is there like a kitchen or other stuff? I just kind of get
You get
A layout.
You get kind of the gist of where the kitchen is. Yeah, although you don't actually see it. You see servants kind of moving in and out of there.
all right. How many people do I think are in here?
6.
100 or so.
This
At
is
least
huge.
6.
Of all of Alifor, Foundry has the largest population. Probably around 5,000.
Do each of those NPCs have a name?
Yowzers! I mean, of course they do, but
I'm going to start at person number 1.
what's your name, guy?
Okay, and you?
Do you know this Hexeter? We're looking for a guy.
You actually say that?
No.
Just some random. Okay, sorry. That would have been rad.
Like, do it. Steve's down with it. Do it. Nothing bad will happen.
Um,
Except
I'll
to
make
say-
another pass through, and I
Sure,
don't
you
hide
can-
the fact that I'm kind of in awe because this is probably one of the biggest inside tavern type things that I've ever been to.
Probably. Yeah, but you can take another perception test though.
10.
10.
No,
Okay.
12.
No, I'm not proficient.
And are you again trying to just get a layout, or are you looking for anyone in particular? Or?
I'm just trying to see if anybody stands out. Just trying to find. I mean, a Hexeter should stand out, like bearded human. That should stand out. The Tabasti that we saw in
At the
his
compound?
camp at the compound.
Mhm.
I look for her as well.
Okay.
Did we get a description of the artificer? The lady that was...
What's the name? There's a bit. Macarite.
Yeah.
Cambion.
Yeah.
I think that's all I have.
There's a bit. Yes, has golden brown hair and violet eyes. Fit build and just a bit taller than average.
Maybe peddling reworked Saurian tech. If we're trying to find her, we could ask about Saurian tech.
Yeah. I don't know if she's going to be super helpful. Otherwise. Maybe. I don't know.
She is.
I guess if we're not us.
So you only catch the briefest of glimpses of her, but you do see the Tabasti. And it looks like when you do catch eyes on her, she's moving from the second level to the third.
All right. Before I push my luck too far, I will look for the seediest group of people.
The seediest.
Yeah. People that look the roughest.
The roughest.
Dude that has the most seeds in his pocket.
Actually, I was just looking at something that might probably qualify for this.
I am good at reading people, so it's one of my specialties.
Sure. Okay, so there's a Danik gentleman sitting at the bar.
See those boots on?
No. He has platinum blonde hair, kind of light brown skin, kind of like a mocha, I guess. Dark gray eyes. His beard is short, but with like thick braids.
How thick are they?
Like 3 like fist size braids. And a little bit of kind of his kind of scraggly hair is tipping out from under this like a thin kind of knit cap. And he looks like he's a little ways into his cups.
Is he talking to anybody?
He offers like a casual comment to someone to the side of him, but it doesn't look like they're in conversation.
I'm going to try and find a group in conversation. I'm just going to try and eavesdrop on a conversation. And I'll just kind of make the bat kind of appear on my back, just inside the cloak. And then I'll just kind of concentrate on my cups. It's got better hearing than me, so I'm just going to use it to...
Sure. So
Can
by
be my
this time,
listening cue.
the entourage that you saw at the entrance has kind of come in.
Ooh.
And they kind of stake their claim at the bar and actually force the Danik to get over a little bit. And the Orkindi, who you presume to be Herok, kind of slaps his be armored arm up on the counter, and he says, "Yeah, give me my usual, and make it snappy. I got places to be." It looks like he might have been pre-drinking. His entourage kind of look around and they start talking to each other. He
I'm
goes,
going to try and find a seat near
Sure.
them, and then
so what kind of
Listen.
information are you looking for?
The good kind.
maybe where they're going to be.
Mhm.
Definitely listening for anybody mentioning Hexeter or Atris.
Okay. So you do hear the humans, and they mention kind of almost in like kind of low tones about how that guy that Atris was talking to, his his robot never came back. Like, well, something must have happened to him. That guy was kind of weird. Why is he doing business with him? And then they're like, yeah, but Atris pays us to shut up and look pretty, so that's what we do. And Harak tells him, quiet, I'm trying to get my drink on. And he gets them their rounds. And then he goes, so let's get back with the compliments about how when I find Kaya, I'm going to smash that person's head in. You can see he's kind of struggling with his words a little bit. So maybe that drink he just got might have been a bad idea. Yeah, that next match, that's going to be me coming out on top.
On the craps table.
Yeah. So I'm going to go talk to the boss. You guys stay down here and play with each other or something. I don't know. I don't care. Have a couple coins. And he just kind of like pulls them out of his shirt and like throws them at the floor. They're like, I guess we have to pick that up.
Do you want to pick one up?
All right,
And eventually they do, but like they're not happy about it, obviously.
Oh,
They're like, they have this look on their face like, okay, this is not like behavior that we should normally, but we're getting paid so much.
Free coins, invisible mage hand.
All right, I listen to them for a moment longer, and then I'll go back into my own vision and sight and just kind of keep an eye on what room Great Arm is going into.
It looks like he pauses for a moment in the second to watch the fight for a moment, but then he continues on to the third.
Okay. And then until I itch, I'll just sit and listen to those since they work for him, just to see anything that pops out.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of just sip every now and again, head down.
Yeah.
As soon as it starts to tingle,
So that tingle comes, and
I just finish my drink off and
and by the time you're almost back to the grate, it's like a burning.
all right, pass him
So
Got me grease?
all that information.
Well, it's kind of satisfying that we'll never get to smash Kyla. What's her name?
Kaya.
So yeah. So an hour later, he returns. You guys are, I don't know if you guys were just like playing pinochle, waiting for him or something.
I was contemplating what to do with the.
Yeah, were you guys up to anything in the hour that he was gone?
Playing cards.
Mage ending random objects.
Just like juggling or something?
Oh, no, that's what I've been practicing my catch.
Oh, sure.
I just did that thing with my sister and came back. That's probably about an
Oh,
hour.
okay, yeah, that makes sense. Sure.
Yeah, no, not really juggling. Just mage ending random objects, moving things around,
Okay,
making mischief.
sure.
All right. So
So
then
Devlin comes.
I felt the tingle.
Devlin comes down and he's like peeling it off his face, and it's all red.
Yeah. Awesome.
Ooh.
I pass the information and and then I felt the tingle and now here we are.
All right.
Okay.
I do have an idea now that we've confirmed Hatris and Hexeter are working together. Maybe we send a message to the other two on the council that Atris is working with a man that's trying to develop and weaponize the mists so they can.
Oh, okay.
I doubt the three are working together, and that might give them reason to act or hinder his progress.
Yeah, couldn't hurt.
Could hurt.
That seems like that would be something that'd get him a leg up, and they might work directly in concert against, or at least not do anything to aid him, because that I don't think would benefit them too much. Just an idea. I don't know if
Yeah.
generally can count on power-hungry people not to work with each other.
Yeah, I'm a little worried it could backfire, then they grab the power for themselves. Maybe, I don't know though. But the idea is good to pit them against each other. Maybe we can leave out some of the details. We can make up something else about Exeter to make it
He
sound.
kicks babies.
I think the more truth that goes in, we could even send them the little note we found.
The one that says help.
Oh, right.
Oh.
Then they
Yeah.
confirm that it's truth.
Right.
We should copy that note down before we send it out.
Can you do that?
Do you not have a pen to write things with?
Oh, I mean, we copied down the words.
Yeah.
Sure.
Just so we have the information, so it's not gone.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like duplicate it.
Oh. Please. While I am a machine.
We'd also send word of what else we know about Hexeter, and that's working with dragon glands and other things, weaponizing this.
Yeah. Okay. Well, who would we send it to? The necromancer or the
Both.
the healer, or the leech healer?
A healer and medical experimenter, I believe he
Right.
was described as.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it definitely couldn't hurt to get them working against each other somehow.
Set up some unrest in the city. Can we mass produce this letter? Just spread it everywhere.
Yeah.
Everyone knows.
What could we send to the other person? I mean, I was thinking we could tell them about the one we buried, but we gave that to Zebra.
What if we did spread this information around the city? What's the harm in everybody knowing that someone's trying to harness the mist?
I mean, there's some credibility behind it because I'm pretty sure someone would notice that their compound was lit on fire.
And swirling vortexes of mist and
Yeah, I'm sure the words got
Did happen at night.
Still, though, it's a city.
it was in the quiet zone.
In the quiet zone, true.
But there might be enough people that
Is there a Kinko's nearby?
there's no Kinko.
Can I roll for it?
we may even be able to put in there that
Is there a similar
have contact with
is there a Kinko's
the
equivalent?
There's probably someone that has a press, like a
Tabasti
manual press that could make like mass.
was there to
messages.
witness.
90.
Should we have her contact information? Should we send it through her?
There's that one.
Oh wait, you said you saw her at the.
She was there.
She was there. Was she talking to the others? Or do you think she was just there?
She was on the second floor.
Yeah.
I only saw her for a moment,
Fire element.
but there's definitely not a place we're going to be able to make an assault on. There's
No,
just
yeah, didn't sound like it. Unless they happen to be meeting on top, which would be strange out in the open like that.
but there's wards all around it that still covers the top. I don't know exactly what protections are provided by it, but lots of magic. Reminded me of something I saw in a magazine called Tron.
Yes.
I think it was Boy's Life I saw it.
Magazines. Fascinating.
All right. Well, then, so who do we send the letter to then? The necromancer or the healer?
Say we send. I guess we send the original to one and a copy to the other.
I guess it couldn't hurt to make a copy.
And
Although then that might trace it back to us if one of us wrote it. Right? Can they do that magically?
If we each write different sections of it,
We just each do one letter. That's worse though then, right?
well, we have to work. How else are we supposed to get better at forging letters if we don't work together on it?
Sora can mage hand write it.
I mean, sure.
It's good practice with your mage hand.
Are you mage-handed or right-handed?
Mage paw.
Versatile.
So yeah, that
Triple
idea
deck
of getting a press to print some of this information about what this man is doing.
Oh, like spread it out on the.
Yeah, like a
Yes.
newspaper.
Huh.
Anybody trying to harness the mists?
Are there newspapers near you?
There's probably some kind of information sheet that's handed around.
It would make him persona non grata, turn the people against him here.
That's true. Yeah, we could just send it to whoever makes those pamphlets, and if they're already sending them out, just give them a heads up.
Well, let's head back to the thing and rest, because I'm pretty tapped on
Semantics.
we.
Okay.
Hon hon.
Are we?
The head's back.
Oh, we're not. We were waiting for you in the sewers then. Is that where we are?
At the entrance, maybe down a little.
Okay. So yeah, we head
Alley.
back, I guess.
Back to the hub.
Yeah.
I look, check our surroundings, make sure we're cool.
Okay, go ahead and roll perception.
Natural 20.
Doesn't look like you're being followed.
Every once in a while, just punch in the air randomly.
Getting paranoid.
Yeah.
We'll be on the lookout for a lantern revealing. You can have that on, and that'll show a sensor around us
Huh.
if we're being scryed.
Interesting.
And then we could always pretend we don't notice it and give false information or false leads about what we're doing.
That's true.
Could be a thing. All right. So you head back without issue to the hub.
And not to backtrack a moment, but we were also talking about the scepter as well.
Yes. So to answer your questions,
All of them.
let's see. Okay. Any effects? I know I don't. So starting with the 1, 2, 3, the fourth sentence. No. Yes. And no.
Okay. So then I will. Well, the second to last.
Okay.
I will head into a tent.
Okay.
What's your intent?
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes. So you cast your magic on the scepter, and the neon glow that you decide, the special effect that you create when you do your magic, kind of makes its way around and does a few kind of like pulses. And you feel
Pretty good.
an empathic connection with the scepter. You feel that it has a hunger, and that when it consumes something, when it is commanded to consume the life force of someone, it can share that with you. But it also kind of like raises the hackles on the back, like the hair on the back of your neck when you think about that, because you feel like you understand that it's going to have this hunger, right? And but you want to keep it happy. It's almost like another like lady or Bessie.
Okay. Do I know how to activate it?
Yeah. It's essentially a wand of vampire touch. It has other effects that will be revealed to you,
okay,
as they come up.
I will keep that under my robes.
Okay.
Hey, what's going on in here?
Nothing.
Give me
Those lights.
a dexterity saving throw, Dylan.
4.
4. Okay, so you like see him like hurriedly shoving something in his cloak.
Sacred secrets are no fun. Secrets hurt someone.
No, that's wise words. Would you care to play a song? I was planning
I
on
just walk away.
doing a little.
Secret.
The wheels on the bus go round and round.
Roll for earworm, everyone.
Secret. After all, secret.
18.
Call it intelligence check.
Oh no!
Oh no!
13 total.
Okay, well you guys made it, but you got an earworm.
Damn it, Fender!
Arigato, Mr. Roboto.
Mm.
You're welcome.
Sticks, right?
Yeah.
Not a sponsor. Though if
Yeah.
you wanna.
Yeah.
Unless, are they still making music?
I think I heard that they're going on tour sometime this year.
Does that mean that they're making music? Or are they playing the hits?
No,
Probably the
I
hits.
think they're just,
Probably
they're
the hits.
just playing
They're-
at this point as opposed to creating new content.
They're like I don't think they're Stones old, but they're old.
Stones are pretty old, bud.
Yeah,
If you
I know.
Yeah, like they go back to like the start of time usually.
Wow, wow, those Stones. All right, so
We kill them all.
you guys are camped out at the hub.
Yeah. Has anyone done anything with the skull?
Nope.
Don't put
Sweet.
your fingers in its eye holes. It's rude.
Excuse you, it tried to kill us. Put this to good use.
You see that Zever speaks for a moment to Malith, somewhat quietly, and then kind of like nods to her, and then he kind of like scampers off down one of the tunnels,
Scammers.
So what?
or clicks in his kind of odd 3-legged gait.
Okay. Did I say something wrong? Or?
No, he had another curiosity. I'm sorry, that's not Malith's voice. He had another curiosity to look at,
Okay.
to look into. Yes,
More curious than the skull here?
I believe that was something that
Is that something she was interested in?
either.
I'm holding, or Sora's holding the
I thought it
skull.
was something you were interested in.
Can I roll
Maybe that's was interested in.
can I roll insight to see if she's like hiding something?
Sure.
What's inside of here? Besides air. Secrets.
8.
What are you hiding from us?
I mean, it is what it is. She said what she said. Did one of you want to speak to it?
The skull?
Hello, skull. It's nice to see.
Oh, yeah, we were going to ask it questions, right?
I do believe that was discussed.
That's right. Well, what should we ask it now? We have some answers already.
We do.
So you will recall that I don't know that you could tell sex, but it was definitely an elf.
Okay.
Is there a way to enchant the skull so that it will not shatter if I choose to use it as a weapon?
There
I want to put it on a stick.
are probably alchemical reagents that you could add to petrify it.
Use it as a sling, or
No, I want
The
to
head
use
of a
it as
mace, maybe.
Yes, exactly.
Like
the head
flesh
of a
to
mace.
stone?
Boom, boom.
I mean, when you cast flesh to stone, it turns the bones into stone, also, right?
The entire being into stone. Yeah.
I guess it would still work.
Yeah, but you wouldn't need
Target
something that like on something that doesn't have life force to push back. Jeez, to push back against the magic.
Yeah,
You wouldn't need a spell. You could just
I see. Just alchemical stuff.
Yeah.
Just pour some molten metal into it.
that's one thing you could do too. Oh, that might cook off some of the bone.
Hmm.
It's more mold. Okay, so
Sure.
what are you doing with the skull?
If you could, I imagine if you could get the molten metal on there and cool it fast enough,
Yeah,
it
that could be a problem.
might still be intact.
Hmm.
But anyway, that would be something you would want to do after you cast magic on it.
Right.
Didn't they only hit us once?
What?
Didn't they only hit us once? Maybe twice? I don't remember us really taking that much damage from it.
Oh,
Dylan took a couple hits.
Yeah, someone got.
I don't
pretty
remember
beat
anyone
up.
important getting hit.
Oh no!
all right. So what do we ask? Is we already know who his patron is. I guess we can ask it how he's tracking us. I guess if they know,
Yeah.
that's something an elf would know. Assassin.
Well,
Yes, we were supposed to do this over the last week, right?
I guys thought you already had a list.
I believe that was the assignment.
All right.
Very well.
I've got to do this in disguise because if it knows who I am, it will see me as an enemy. Then it will not want to speak truthfully. We're also going to try and use that lasso of truth, the tape measure of truth.
Right.
Well, we still have plenty of that clay left. You can put it on.
Can you just turn it around so it doesn't see you?
Huh. Is that how it works?
I don't know.
Let's take a look at Speak with Ted.
If I can't see you, I won't answer your
Ice
questions.
patches over its eye holes.
I gotta see you to answer your questions.
We can ask maybe if it knows if the other two triads, the three
Right.
people that rule this place,
Right.
work with Exeter.
Oh, the other council
Who
members.
does number
Okay, so
two
here's the text of the
know?
spell. You grant the semblance of life and intelligence to a corpse of your choice within range, allowing it to answer the questions you pose. The corpse must still have a mouth, and it can't be undead. The spell fails if the corpse of the target was the target of this spell within the last 10 days. So in theory, you could wait 10 more days and ask it more questions. Until the spell ends, you can ask the corpse up to 5 questions. The corpse knows only what it knew in life, including the languages it knew. Answers are usually brief, cryptic, or repetitive, and the corpse is under no compulsion to offer a truthful answer if you are hostile to it or it recognizes you as an enemy, which implies that it would tell the truth. The spell doesn't return the creature's soul to its body, so that's okay. That's good. It's not torturous. Only its animating spirit. Thus, the corpse can't learn new information, doesn't comprehend anything that has happened since it died, and can't speculate about future events.
Well, so lasso should help with the truth. I mean, as far as recognizing you, I don't know. Would it recognize you just from your voice?
Well, it tried to kill me.
Yeah, but did you talk to it? Well, I guess it was tracking us. Maybe I was talking. Yeah.
We just have Malith talk to it.
Well, I think the other one has to do it as part of the spell, right? Or can anybody?
What were the names of the other two?
The person who
Council?
casts the spell has to pose the questions.
Let's see.
Well, Malith's gonna cast it, right?
She feels like
There's
They shouldn't be her.
Movis the Leech and
Hmm.
Saturna Whitgraff, the
Mhm.
Necromancer.
Saturna Whitcraft?
Yeah, she's a Cambion.
Witchcraft.
Whitcraft, yeah. Female Cambion, and then Bovis the Leech is a Danig. I don't know.
Bobus?
Bovis?
Bovis. Yeah.
Bulbous.
I think male?
Yep.
He's a healer.
How about?
You can like him to like a Civil War era surgeon.
Okay.
Just snapping bones in places.
So past the point of leeches, then at least.
Although he does use leeches.
He doesn't use it. Just for fun.
Maybe.
Chops off legs and arms.
I don't know. I have
They can be useful.
what
Leeches?
Yeah. Well, they taste good.
How about what is Hexeter working on? Where can we find Hexeter?
It's like the blood.
Does Hexeter work with Saturna Whitcraft? Does Hexeter work with Bovis the Leech? We got one more. We can leave that open for maybe have one ready and leave it open as
Well,
who else works with Hexeter?
All fine
Yes.
choices.
well, I mean, do we want to find out any other places he holds up in? I mean, obviously here, and then the lab in Brightfall.
Where's Hexeter's home base?
Yeah, but they might say one of the ones we know already. Can we say
Other than.
other than? Yeah.
Other than the compound in the Quiet Zone, where is Hexeter's home base?
Yeah. Yeah. Pretty good. Dominator.
Ha.
All right, well, I can do that in the morning. I can't.
In the morning? Oh, okay.
And this is the same day we got the axes and everything, right? Yeah. So I can't do that till the morning.
Right. Yeah, that's true. All right.
Okay. So what's the morning?
All right.
Sewer crows. Or sewer,
Sewer crows.
sewer,
Wadra, if you wouldn't mind
yeah.
maybe doing the disguise
To see.
Oh?
on me.
Oh, okay. What do you want to look like?
That's what I was trying not to say.
Did you see any of the humans outside
Sure.
one of those Blackfire humans?
Oh, okay.
Maybe with the little blue armband?
Okay.
Maybe you should be in the tent by yourself with it.
Yeah, that might be.
So I didn't describe this before. When Waju does his magic, he does this with all his arms,
Awesome.
and then kind of like Hadokens out, and then the kind of weird shimmer goes over you, and you look like an entourage-y D-bag human.
Wait, what's your name?
Chad.
Probably Chad.
Chad Chadsworth.
Hey, bro, it's me, Chad Chadsworth.
Chad Chaddington Chadsworth.
Whoa, the third.
Triple Chad.
Roll for over Chad.
5.
Okay. He managed to not
Resist the Chad.
resist the Chad. Okay. So you cast the spell?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Lasso.
So you intone your focus and you kind of hold a hand out, and you focus on the restructured skull that you guys have put together, and kind of slowly, starting at the eyes, kind of these neon lights, kind of eke out, and then they start to envelop the head, and then it starts to make almost like a silhouette, light like neon light like shadow of a kind of mist. No, not misty. Like kind of shimmery, but like light, kind of translucent,
Like a force
kind of
ghost.
body. Yeah, very much like a force ghost. Although it's kind of like flashing neon colors, almost hypnotic.
Like Yoda's.
And then
Ghost.
it kind of absorbs in and becomes a little bit more stable. And there's this. Oh, what is going on? And speaking in Elvish.
Do you speak Elvish?
I do not.
Sora does.
Okay.
Should have did comprehend languages before. Do you speak? No,
No.
no.
I do speak.
No.
Damn it.
Balls.
Great. Good stuff. Man.
I need to find Hexeter. Where can I find him?
How's he going to answer that? Where you said where can I find him?
I need to find Hexeter. Where can I find him?
Okay.
Semicolon.
Sure. I can tell you that I found him in a cave in Brightfall.
All right.
You've been there already.
Sounds useful information.
Three more.
We've got.
I walk by. Anybody want some soup? No.
It doesn't, he has to ask the question.
What time is it?
We've got 10 minutes, so
Okay.
not in a super rush.
Can you ask it?
I can't feel my legs or my hands. What's going on?
Come on!
It's fine. You're fine.
Okay. Okay.
So,
Now, just a spell question. If I ask them a question, is it going to try and answer?
If it can hear you, probably.
but it didn't react to us?
No.
Okay.
But I can walk out of the tent and talk to
almost
them.
as if it can't even hear you.
Okay.
So I can walk out of the tent, talk to them out of earshot.
Presumably.
I'm fine because I have 10 minutes.
Mhm.
All right. So I'm going to get out of
Okay,
earshot
so
of
you're
it.
like, go. Let's have a huddle.
All right. We got 3 questions left.
You
Sorry
wasted the
about
first
that.
question.
Oh, we got 3 left. Okay. I thought you only had 3 to be total.
No, I get 5 to start.
Oh, okay, good.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
You blew one.
All right.
In
So-
true kick in the door fashion.
Yep.
So we want to ask about the 2 counselors, right? Can you squeeze that into one? Because I don't know. It might be ambiguous.
I only get 3 wishes. I wish I knew that earlier.
We could ask, does Hexeter work with Saturna or Bovis?
Yeah.
It could be.
Yes.
Yeah.
But then we know he's working with more than one, and sending the letter may not be of use.
Right.
Okay.
Or it may still be of use. We still send the letter. They both know,
Yeah.
and maybe the third one didn't know and now knows, and evens the playing field a little bit, even if it's 2 against 1.
Yeah. Should we ask if he has an enemy?
Yes.
When you're working against him?
Who else works with Hexeter? That may give us, besides Atris?
Yeah.
Well, he may give us.
Right. Random people like Chad.
That's what
Charles.
not works with.
Cherry.
Oh, works for?
Jeremy.
Well, yeah.
Chadwick. Bozeman.
Yeah.
Mark
I don't know.
Garoppolo.
I feel like we should ask if there's anybody working against him also.
Okay. We got 3. So, does Hexeter work with Saturna or Bovis?
Yes. Neither.
And besides that group with that handsome mustachioed gentleman, is anybody working against him?
I wouldn't say
So
he's handsome.
should we ask if he's tracking one of us specifically? They might not know that.
All right. So we can ask the Saturna who in the group that has that handsome human male with the fine mustache is being tracked.
Okay.
And
This is real D&D, folks. Deliberation is part of it.
Right.
That's
That's one
not
of the
deliberation.
dice and deliberation.
who are Hexeter's enemies other than the group that travels with the
Squirt Squad.
handsome human male with the mustache?
We don't have a name, do we?
Squirt Squad.
Nope.
Okay.
Well, we could have gone with AARP.
Oh boy. Yeah.
ARC's Advanced Research Posse.
Sure.
What the farts advanced research?
Oh,
All right, I head back in.
Okay. Where did you go?
it was really
I had a little thing to take care of.
Okay.
Does Hexeter work with Saturna or Bovis?
So there's a pause. Yes.
And then he finishes the sentence.
Nope.
Go on.
Cryptic. Yeah.
Who is Hexeter tracking in that group that has the handsome human male with the fine mustache?
The boy.
What enemies does Hexeter have other than the group with the handsome human male with the fine mustache?
Enemies. There's another kind of like pregnant pause, as if like the spirit kind of like has to really think about that question.
His inner demon.
Yes, he is a means to an end, but my master would call him an enemy. And then the magic kind of fades away.
Balls.
Well, something. I'll hold on to it for what, 10 days you said?
All right then. So 10 more days before I can get a chip bowl.
You know what? So I will do.
15 minutes.
A cereal bowl, perhaps?
It's got a hole in it.
Plug them up.
What Hexeter is a means to the end.
Maybe.
And then his boss was what?
His master would call him an enemy.
Oh. His master would call him an enemy? Or
Oh.
the Skull's master would call him an enemy?
Well, presumably the Skull's master. He said my master.
But he didn't give us the master's name.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Alright, but we know he's tracking Moe's now, so then we can rub Moe's.
We just pour lead on him.
No, didn't Zevver say he could help us?
Secure a scroll of...
Yeah, for
Whatever it
one
was.
person at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's only going to work for 8 hours.
But if you have a scroll, can't you copy it?
Only if it's meant to be done
Is it a ritual?
as a ritual.
That's non-detection, is it? Or-
And
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm pretty familiar with the ones that I would be able to learn, and I know that's not counted amongst them.
What else does scrying not get against? I know it's like like an inch of lead or something like that, right?
No, I don't
No?
think there's anything in there on it.
Yeah, I think that's something else.
Those are like the detect
Oh.
spells.
Or clairvoyance. Or something.
How about we could see if we can find a lantern of revealing? I tend to have dispel ready at all times. We see it.
Uncommon. Okay.
Well, the other thing is, this is probably a horrible idea, but he's warded here.
And if I don't know about the lantern of revealing, that's fine. But it's a light thing, and I'm a light guy.
Right. Yeah, it makes sense.
I thought you were a medium guy.
Wah, wah. I'm gonna backtrack a little bit.
Wait, so we didn't ruin that first question?
No. Only. I'm gonna change one bit of thing because so that the amulet that protects against detection, was actually uncommon, so it wouldn't be too hard, for someone to construct. So, if you guys could get some components for her, Malith could make one.
Ooh. Okay. You want to ask her about the lantern too?
Lantern, like the amulet, being non-detection, hiding things is kind of in her wheelhouse.
Okay.
The light, not
I might be able to work on that.
so much.
Yeah.
If you had the right materials and enough time, you could make one. Sure.
Okay.
What can I make?
Would
Bad jokes.
That's about it.
what do you need, and how long would it take?
Let's see. I need to do some calculations first.
Okay.
And she kind of immediately sits down, pulls out like a little kind of like parchment leathery kind of scroll, and starts kind of like scribbling on it with a piece of chalk.
All right. Leave her to it. Finish breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
Who else is? Anybody else here? Like, do they have other members that kind of come in and out?
Yeah. Every now and then, people come in and out. Very rarely are there humans. It's mostly Cambion and half goblins. Maybe an elf or two. Maybe an Orkindi or two. No orcs. Not really any Danig.
Okay.
Robots? Mayhaps?
No, you haven't seen any robots either.
It's not all inclusive, huh?
Well, the papers say everyone is welcome. If no one's here, it just means they haven't showed up yet.
Yeah.
Or they have other things to do. Yeah, who knows?
I'll just sit around with some of them as they're eating breakfast and
Sure.
chat them up and stuff.
Yeah, there's a little chit chat about how like
Weird you look.
no, just like they're struggling but hopeful that like this can turn into something. Some of them talk about how things like they're a little bit like I didn't think things were that bad out there, but then like I saw how things were at this part of Foundry, or like this happened to my friend, or like, and it's mostly like it's like very symposium, like people are like sharing anecdotes, and a lot of the experience that people have is like they didn't kind of even realize the kind of oppression that they were facing until it's like someone said something. They're like, oh yeah, why did I take this for granted? Like, why didn't I say something before? And it kind of, there's almost this kind of like eye-opening. People are still like kind of feeling things out. A lot of people are like still a little bit nervous about like Is this the right thing to do? Are these people trustworthy? They're like a little bit in the same boat as probably you are.
All right. I don't know. I guess I'll try to do my best to allay their fears. Tell them the good stuff that we've seen so far.
Okay. Cool.
I mean, I'm not completely convinced myself, but
Sure. Sure. So eventually, Maelith comes back, and she says, "Okay, I think I figured it out. I'm going to need 3 things. I need the eyes of a blind man, the hand of a thief,
Do we happen to grab that?
and the shadow of someone with no name."
Yeah, the guy will be visible. Do we steal his hand too?
No. His hand got exploded.
how do we grab a shadow? Or do we just bring them and shine a light on them?
That might be the most difficult, I think.
Yeah.
I slip back into her voice.
Yeah.
But I do have an idea.
Okay.
There are creatures that hunger for light, but are not good.
Okay.
They are reflections of what they were in life. Their spirits, in a sense, linger.
Okay.
And perhaps towards the burial grounds you could find some.
Are they
Okay.
heartless, like from Kingdom Hearts?
How do we? It sounds like they'd probably be pretty hard to grab.
They have substance.
Yeah, substance. Okay.
Oh, I wonder if that's like that thing that we fought in the TV monster.
No, that was a...
Something else.
Yeah.
So it still needs to be alive. I mean, I don't know. Do they disperse after you?
You can catch it in this. And she gives you like a little kind of pot with some magical markings on it. It's a little clay pot about the size of your palm.
Take that.
Put a little rock in there with a light spell on it.
Do you have the ability to do sending?
Yes.
It'd be a great way for us to be able to pass the information and keep
Oh.
in touch.
We can be like magical sending pals.
Yes, yes.
I like this.
We'll have to coin that term.
Yes.
Send pals.
Send pals.
We'll just shorten it to send pals.
Send pals. Yes.
Great. Yeah.
Just so you know, I'm
Yeah.
keeping these.
Your hand?
Yes.
Oh.
Are you a thief?
Not
What
so
about
much.
What about the magical one you create? That's still your hand, right?
I suppose. I mean,
Would that work?
I summoned
I
my.
hadn't thought of that.
That's a good thought. I summoned the
Perhaps.
arcane. Yeah, I'm like, I use it to steal things. Or borrow things. Awkward smile.
If you would be willing to use it, I could try.
Okay. Sure.
Okay. Well, I need them all at
Right.
once to enact
Yeah.
the ritual.
Yeah. Yeah. What happened to your old eye?
My old eye?
But he's not blind.
No idea.
We blood
Was
in
that
that
other
eye.
eye blind?
I think I think the machines
blind,
took
it was
his eye.
just
We know
Okay.
that one innkeeper back in Sifter's Folly.
Right.
yeah.
I feel like it'd be easier to just blind someone and take their eye.
Well, sure.
I mean,
I don't know
that
if it-
would be fairly easy.
I don't
As-
know. Easy in what sense? But
Well, we just have to find someone who wants to attack us. Bingo Bango Bongo got the eyes from the Congo.
Yeah.
This makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What would
This is Devlin talking about Fender.
what would we
Fender. No, that's not something we can do. We cannot blind someone just to scoop their eyes out.
I didn't say that.
You don't remember saying that, but you said it.
Fender, you
Oh,
just
no.
said that.
The Sora, make a perception test.
Yes, it is the most practical way to do it.
I don't remember saying that.
Was 14.
You remember that thing before where Fender's eyes flashed red?
Okay.
You saw it again.
Oh boy.
Again, it only happened for like a split second, but
I see. Malus, are these the things you need? Are they consumed, or can we just bring a blind man here and
they are consumed by the spell.
Okay.
And when you say man, does that human in male, or does gender?
I don't think it matters.
Have to be blind.
Humanoid probably was better.
So we'll turn in a blind eye.
Have I been insensitive?
No. Just
Does
clarifying.
does the creature that the eye come from have to be alive?
Clarifying.
Oh yeah.
I don't think so.
No. Let's go raid some.
Well, we're gonna be in the
Graves.
graveyard.
Yeah.
Here lies the blind guy. I don't know how we're
Maybe.
gonna tell.
I don't know. I mean,
I guess we could talk to the gravekeeper.
If we just slash someone's eyes.
Don't necessarily know if I'm comfortable with that either.
It's better.
I mean, we're not.
Is there a
mutilating
hospital
living
nearby?
Uh,
We can go raid for parts.
there is.
We could scout. the-
Yeah, no, actually, so Malith would tell you that Bovis actually runs a hospital of sorts.
Oh boy.
So there's that.
Well, wait a minute. Eyes of a blind man. Can we? A blind person without eyes would have fake eyes, right? Could you just use fake eyes?
Not
They're
necessarily.
technically eyes of a blind person.
This is magic. I don't know if technically works.
I don't know. Mage hand might work.
Yeah, but
I
then
could-
you might lose
I
your
could
mage
try
hand
it.
capabilities forever.
I mean, it's all like metaphor, right?
the essence of the spell is eyes owned by a blind man.
Oh.
Well, there you go. What else is called eyes?
So if they had like a
Owned by
dog or
one,
something.
So if we go
Anybody
It's not a random
anybody trained in
monster.
history?
pull out the eyeball,
No.
give it as a gift to a blind person.
Anybody trained in history? Nobody.
Sora.
Sora? Yeah.
Yes.
Sora, go ahead and roll history.
All right.
I'm gonna say advantage because
16.
of your interest in
Oh.
literature.
And eyeballs.
Okay, 16 total.
Cool. You would recall in looking over various pieces of literature from the before times
Mhm.
that glasses, spectacles were sometimes called eyes.
Oh, okay. Sora says, "Hey,
I don't know if that super helps, but
Yeah.
Well, if technical works, we get a couple glass eyeballs, give them to a beggar, buy them off him.
Hey, here's these eyeballs.
The blind beggar, of course.
hey, yeah, I looked about those eyeballs you just got.
Yeah, at least to get something out of them.
No eyeballs. Yeah, no.
Yeah, because I don't think.
Yeah, we hand him a couple of rocks.
I don't think a blind
for its
person would
worth
wear
of-
glasses.
Doesn't mean they wouldn't own glasses.
what about the
I don't
dark lens?"
So just find an old person.
know. I don't know. Is that a thing?
That's better than the idea of asking some blind man to let me scoop his eyeballs out.
Yeah.
Then laugh.
Well, I mean, what if we just?
so let's hold your thoughts there. This is a good kind of you guys are thinking about how to approach this dilemma, and we'll call that the night. End of session. You guys are on your way to getting some more information about things.
Level 6.
You're probably close, but not quite there yet.
So close.
Uh,
I just need.
thanks for joining us, everybody.
Yeah.
I hope you were able to hear the new wonderful score composed by our own Devlin here.
I mean,
I liked it.
I'll fix it.
Thanks for joining us on our live cast play D&D thingamajigger.
Mm-hmm.
Hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. Hope you come back next time. I've been Steven, your Dungeon Master.
Devlin is Fender.
Matt.
And at Sora.
And Eric.
That's
Go.
Eric.
Won't you all have a good, nice night and join us next time.
Next week.
Good night.
Bye.
Yay!
And peace.
And the sound will probably go for a little bit more, even if I click this.